Right. Okay. So when it comes to Stuart Little, right, he's a little fucking number one. He's a little rat. Okay. Okay. You can't trust him because he's a fucking little rat. That's number one. And that's like the most superficial analysis here, right? What really is not acceptable about Stuart Little is, and this is partially on the Little family, not just on Stuart, but he manipulated them. He knew that there was something wrong with the way that these people think, and he fucking used it to his advantage, right? So, so when they went there, number one, they could have walked away with an actual human child and the little fucking pet mouse, right? They didn't need to be like, oh, we'll raise him as our son. What the fuck? Why would you do that? There are actual children here who actually need homes. What the fuck? Why would you walk away with a mouse? Right? It's so wrong. They give him a car for fuck's sake. And then George, when they get home, George is like, this you brought home a fucking mouse. You brought home a mouse when you told me you were getting me a brother or sister. And they're all like, oh, you're so hateful, George. No, he's not. No, he's not. He wanted a fucking sibling and you brought him a mouse. A fucking mouse. What the fuck? Why would you do that? And then everyone's like, oh, George is so hateful, isn't he? No, he's not. He's actually like, you're all the crazy people, right? And number two, and this is the big one, right? Because that stuff is more the little family. Now, the real problem is with Stuart himself is he's a fucking master manipulator, right? Okay. So a mouse mice ages to human ages, right? The entirety of a lifespan of a mouse is probably around 2 years, right? And that's really, really old. If it's getting over 2 years, in human years, you're talking 70 plus years old, right? If he had been there, and everyone's like, oh, Stuart never gets adopted. If he had been there for 3 months, he'd be the equivalent of a 30-year-old man, right? He knew exactly what he was doing. He was mature enough to know exactly what he was doing. He went around to all of the other orphans, children, right? So that he could collect all the little bits and pieces about them. So when the little showed up, he could be like, yeah, yeah, I'm never going to get adopted, but I know everything about everybody here because I love them so much. They're all my family here. I love them so much. And then they're like, oh, he's so nice. How about we bring him back? And he masquerades as a child. He's a grown man. He's in his 30s, right? In my years, the bloke's in his 30s, and he's manipulating these fucking fools who want to walk away with and he's not like, oh, maybe you could get me and a kid. He's like, no, I'm good, I'm set, I'm going home now. And he masquerades as a child. He stole an actual spot for an actual human being, right? And he just lives it up as their son. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. He lives it up as their son when he's like 30, 40, and he goes to school as well in the second one. He goes to school in the second one and he gets a crush on a fucking bird. Don't even get me started on that. That's fucking weird. Right? That's just so wrong. I'm, so, I'm sorry, but it's fucking wrong. He's a twisted little fuck, that mouse.